keep pinching myself, hoping that I wake up, that this is just a bad dream, a poison coffee cup. But the pain is sharp and real. The silence is too loud. You're not a fictional character. You're lost within the crowd. You're real, and you're kinda tangible, brutal fact. And I just can't handle how you so easily walked in past. It's easier in the movies, easier in a pop sad song, to think that you were made up, to think I had it wrong. My R&B slow jam is the only proof I have in here that the pain is true and honest, perfectly clear. Oh, I wish you weren't real. I wish you were a ghost, a soft electronic memory of the one I love the most. I wish you were a fictional dream, a story in my mind. I wish you weren't real, so I can leave you behind. But you're real, and you hurt me time and time again. If you were just a thought I had, a temporary lonely phase, I could just delete the file, forget the lovely maze. But your life is real, your touch is real, the sting of the goodbye is true. There's no filter that can fix the high-rise reality of losing you. I try to blur the edges, try to make you just a lie, but I just can't escape the truth, no matter how hard I try. It's easier in the movies, easier in a pop sad song, to think that you were made up, to think I had it wrong. My R&B slow jam is the only proof I have in here that the pain is true and honest, perfectly clear. Oh, I wish you were real. I wish you were a ghost, a soft electronic memory of the one I love the most. I wish you were a fictional dream, a story in my mind. I wish you weren't real, so I can leave you behind. But you're real, and you hurt me time and time again. Stop being so real to me. Stop haunting every place I go. Let me just pretend you're fake, so I can finally grow. But you're real, and I'm stuck right here today, wishing you were fiction, so the pain could go away. Not real, not real, time and time again. I thought I knew what heartbreak was, a sharp and sudden pain, a pop song tragedy that faded with the rain. But this is something different, something heavy, something deep, a silent kind of sorrow that the soul is forced to keep. It settles in the corners, it lives beneath my skin. This kind of sadness is where the lonely times begin. It ain't a temporary fix, it ain't a passing blue, it's a permanent reminder of the love that fell through. My R&B slow jam is the only friend I have in here to name the heavy feeling, to make the message clear. And it's true. Maybe I don't want it to leave. Maybe I need the pain to remember what we had, to remember the falling rain. This kind of sadness is my lifeline. It proves you were here, a permanent fixture, perfectly clear. And it's true. The words you said are heavy, pulling me right down below the line. Drowning in the memory, lost within the never-ending night. The pressure's getting deeper now, I can barely catch my breath. Every silent tear I cry is a quiet, lonely dance. You're shouting that I love you, but the sound is just a trace. Muffled by the water, lost within this dark blue space. The R&B slow jam is playing, a soundtrack to the deep bombing, a vulnerable confession of where my heartbreak did begin. No one here can hear me, no one understands the strain. Just me and my confession, drowning in the heavy rain. Oh, an underwater confession, the truth that can't speak on the ground, muffled by the sadness, lost in the hollow sound, a silent R&B moment where the pain is perfectly clear. An underwater confession, drowning in the fear, the world above is silent, the world down here is true. My heart beats slow and steady, sinking with the waves and tide. No place left to run to, no place left to hide. I'll see the surface far above, a shimmering distant light. But the weight of what you did to me is keeping me from the height. I'm trapped inside this liquid sorrow, this cinematic lonely sea. The only sound I hear is the water rushing over me. The R&B slow jam is playing, a soundtrack to the deep bombing, a vulnerable confession of where my heartbreak did begin. No one here can hear me, no one understands the strain. Just me and my confession, drowning in the heavy rain. Oh, an underwater confession, the truth that can't speak on the ground, muffled by the sadness, lost in the hollow sound, a silent R&B moment where the pain is perfectly clear. An underwater confession, drowning in the fear, the world above is silent, the world down here is true. I need to breathe the air again, I need to reach the sun, but the truth is so heavy, the damage is all done. I'm staying in the deep end, where the silence is my friend. Drowning. Confession, silence, used to be my favorite song, the only frequency I found. Now the signal's getting weaker, barely making any sound. The R&B groove is glitching, skipping out of time and place. I'm losing the connection, blurring out your face. It's not a sudden breakup, not a sharp and final line, just a slow disintegration of my lover and my friend. The hardest memories are pixelating in my mind, leaving every single happy moment far behind. I try to turn you back in, try to find the clear clean line, but you're fading to white noise every single time. Oh, I fade into white noise, oh, I should start to gray. Every single melody left is slipping fast away. A soft electric hum is all that's left of you and me. Fade into white noise, lost in a dead frequency. It's a vulnerable admission, nothing left to be. My analog heartbreak is turning digital and cold. A story losing focus, left largely untold. I remember the strong bass line, the chorus loud and clear. Now it's just the silence, the absence of you here. I got the pain will be louder, a crashing tragic score, but it's just as dull and static, nothing less and nothing more. The high-res memories are pixelating in my mind, leaving every single happy moment far behind. I'm trying to tune you back in, trying to find a clear clean line, but you're fading to white noise every single time. Oh, it's fading to white noise, oh, I should start to gray. Every single melody left is slipping fast away. A soft electric hum is all that's left of you and me. Fading to white noise, lost in a dead frequency. It's a vulnerable admission, nothing left to be. So fade completely, don't leave me with the static sound. I need a single note of you, I need you all around. Please don't fade to white noise, I'm begging you to stay in tune beneath this pale and lonely moon. White noise, just static, nothing left. Silence. There wasn't something you said out loud, no sharp or sudden sound. It was the atmosphere, baby, changing all around, like the pressure dropping just before a heavy summer storm. The air got thin and heavy where it used to be so warm. I started noticing a shift, a difference in the light. The atmosphere changed in the middle of the night. The atmosphere is slow, jam is playing, but the vibe is all wrong now. A different kind of feeling, making me wonder how. We went from easy breathing to holding every breath. The atmosphere changed to quiet, lonely death. Oh, the atmosphere changed the moment that you lied. The stopped and looked like echo of the love that slowly died. It's colder in the kitchen now, quieter in the hall. The atmosphere changed and I can feel the fall. A vulnerable confession, steady, kept your voice perfectly calm and low. But the vibe was telling stories that you didn't want me to know. I'm sensitive to energy, sensitive to the mood. And this room feels poison now, feels suddenly subdued. I try to open windows, try to let the feeling free, but the atmosphere you left behind just clings to me. The embassy is slow, jam is playing, but the vibe is all gone now. A different kind of feeling, making me wonder how. We went from easy breathing to hold a Davy breath. The atmosphere changed to quiet lonely death. Oh, the atmosphere changed the moment that you lied. The soft of the light echo of the love that slowly died. It's colder in the kitchen now, quieter in the hole. The atmosphere changed, and I can feel the fall. A vulnerable confession written on the wall. The atmosphere changed. The atmosphere coking and atmosphere. The air is just too thin. The atmosphere changed, and the end is where we begin. The end is where we begin. Oh, the atmosphere we begin. Oh, the atmosphere change. Ooh, the world outside is loud today. A million voices blend and bleed, but here inside this empty room, there's just one sound I need. It's not the phone call I keep wishing for, or the knock upon the door. It's just the quiet, lonely sound of my heart hitting the floor. I've shut out every frequency, muted all the noise and light, living in the dead of day, sleeping through the night. You left me with a silence that stretches miles wide. The only sound I'm brave enough to let back inside is a quiet, desperate echo of my own voice when I talk. The only sound I fetch when I'm out on this lonely walk. Oh, R&B whisper, proof that I am still here. It's the static of my sorrow, be lonely note I play. The only sound I fetched since you took the rest away. Just the sound of me breaking, a quiet, lonely display. The echo in the empty house is finally gone for good, replaced by a deeper quiet. Misunderstood, I try to sing a melody, but my throat is dry and tight. The only sound I make is a softened and shredding sigh. Drowning is the light, I throw my voice against the wall, just to know that I exist. And on me sound I fetch a single tear. sound I fetch, just a whisper.
Story ended at chapter 20. We wrote that much is true. We had a beginning, middle, ending, but there was no epilogue for me and you. I'm holding the final page, staring at the empty space below. No soothing resolution, no gentle way to go. It's an unfinished book, sitting on my shelf today. A melancholic masterpiece that just faded away. The R&B slow jam is the soundtrack to the void I feel inside of the story that we meant to write, the one where we survived. My heart is the author now, but the pen has run out of ink. Stuck at the final chapter's edge, standing on the very brink. Oh, the unwritten epilogue, the chapter we never made. A silent cinematic sadness that will never ever fade. No resolution, no closure, no final warm embrace. The unwritten epilogue, an empty hollow space. A story left unfinished, a life in disarray. You say the end was clear, the narrative was done, but every good book has an epilogue, a rising of the sun to tell me how I live without you, how I finally find my feet. But the pages are all blank now, the story incomplete. I'm writing fan fiction in my mind, a happy, hopeful scene, but it doesn't match the reality, it doesn't match what's been. Big Road is R&B, slow jam is the soundtrack to the void I feel inside of the story that we meant to write, the one where we survived. My heart at the author now, but the pen has run out of ink. Stuck at the final chapter's edge, standing on the very brink. Oh, the unwritten epilogue, the chapter we never made. A silent cinematic sadness that will never ever fade. No resolution, no closure, no final warm embrace. The unwritten epilogue, an empty hollow space. A story left unfinished, a life in disarray. Baby, the beauty is in the ending, the abrupt and sudden stop. A stark R&B statement, reaching for the top, it is what it is. A story incomplete, a silence at the feet. Unwritten epilogue, the wasn't when you packed your things, now when you shut the door. It was the morning after, standing on the kitchen floor. I raced to turn the radio on, like I've done 1,000 times. But the air felt different, silent as a mine. The melody I lived inside, the rhythm of our life, it was gone. Just dead air in the morning light, from dusk until the dawn. My heart used to beat to your R&B groove, a perfect syncopate. Now it's just a static sound, filling up the space. No bassline, no harmony, no soft electronic hum, just the quiet realization that the music won't come. Oh, the day the music stopped, the world went black and white. Lost the soundtrack to my life, lost the fading light. No pop, no soul, no rhythm, no beat to keep me sane. The day the music stopped, nothing felt the same again. Just silence in the stereo, just sound of heavy rain. I found a playlist on my phone, hit play, expected noise, but all the notes were empty, devoid of all our joys. The soft acoustic guitar sounded harsh and cold and flat. Every lyric was a question, an answer that you never had. I thought I'd be okay without you, I thought I could survive, but I didn't know the music was what kept me feeling alive. My heart used to beat to your R&B groove, a perfect syncopate. Now it's just a static sound, filling up the space. No bass, no harmony, no soft electronic hum, just the quiet realization that the music won't come. Oh, the day the music stopped, the world went black and white. Lost the soundtrack to my life, lost the fading light. No pop, no soul, no rhythm, no beat to keep me tame. The day the music stopped, nothing felt the same again. Just silence in the stereo. I'm desperate for a chorus, a single note of hope to find, a new R&B melody that you left behind. But the silence is a symphony of all my broken dreams, tearing up the sea. Stopped, the music stopped, died there, nothing there. We used to watch it every night, sitting on the balcony. You said you'd catch the moon for me, bring it down so I could see its craters and its secrets reflected in my eye. Now I stare up at the sky and I just start to cry. The light is cold and distant, a shadow of the warmth we had. The moon is just a stranger now, everything is feeling bad. The R&B slow jam plays softly in my empty room, a soundtrack to the distance, a quiet, lonely doom. I used to feel connected, feel like I belong right there. Now the moon is a stranger, floating in the space in it, a hopeful, happy dream. Now it's just a hollow orb, empty it would seem. I try to find the comfort in the quiet, gentle light, but it just reminds me that I'm alone in the dead of night. The R&B slow jam plays softly in my empty room, a soundtrack to the distance, a quiet, lonely doom. I used to feel connected, feel like I belong right there. Now the moon is a stranger, floating in the air. Oh, the moon is a stranger, its light is cold and gray. It doesn't look familiar since you went away. It's a vulnerable admission that I miss all share of you. The moon is a stranger because it doesn't remind me of you. Just a desolate R&B sea, cold and perfectly blue. I need the moon to be mine again. I need the warmth we shared. I need to feel like someone actually cares. Bring me back the old moon, the one that felt so bright. Oh, don't leave me with the stranger in the middle of the night. The moon is a stranger, The road ahead is gone now, blurred by the missing rain. Zero visibility, lost in the heavy pain. I can see where I'm going, can see where I have been. The fog is thicker than my sorrow, seeping in my skin. I'm driving blind on this R&B track, no map, no light to guide, just a soft Adonic texture of nowhere left to hide. My heart is lost in the white, out of lonely, endless haze, stuck within the middle of these foggy, broken days. The world is a silent picture all around me, soft and gray, zero visibility since you went away. Oh, zero visibility, I'm driving in the dark. Can't find the road ahead, can't find a single spark of vulnerable compassion, completely lost and blind. Zero visibility, the longing left behind. Just a quiet R&B sound of a lost and broken mind. You were the hide and shine, the clear view that I had. Now it's just this tense confusion. Everything feels check the dashboard for a sign, a simple easy map, but the GPS is broken now, caught in a lonely trap. I slow the car down to a crawl, hoping I'll make it through, but zero visibility just means I'm lost without you. My heart is lost in the white, all a lonely animus haze, stuck within the middle of the foggy broken days. The world is a sailing picture all around me, soft and gray, zero visibility since you went away. Oh, zero visibility, I'm diving in the dark. Can't find the road up there, can't turn a single spark. A vulnerable confession, completely lost in blind. Zero visibility, the night you left behind. Just the quiet R&B songs of the lost and broken mind. Oh, I need the fog to lift now. Oh, I need the sky to clear and be clean. I need to see where I'm going, I need to see a different scene. But I'm trapped here in the whiteout, I'm trapped inside the gray. Zero visibility, I don't know the way. Lost, no visibility. I changed the locks today, finally got around to it. The old key on my chain is useless now. Just a little bit of metal holding memories of when you used to come and go through this front door, baby, moving fast or slow. The house feels different now, not just empty but defined by the quiet realization of what I left behind. I cleared the closet out, all your shoes are gone. The R&B slow jam plays a sad and lonely song. I say it to the mirror now, just to make it true. The simple quiet fact that I have to get through. Oh, you don't live here anymore, not in the rooms we used to share, not in the morning light, not in the air. You don't live here anymore. My heart is finally moving out of D now. It's just an empty house now, stuck in a lonely file. Oh, you don't live here anymore. I've accepted it with a tired smile. They say a house is just a building, a home is made of love and trust. But when the love is gone, the home just turns to dust. I'm sweeping up the memories, trying to keep the place clean, but the softy and trying to get go of everything we've been. Stuck in the foundation, stuck beneath the floor. It reminds me every minute that you don't live here anymore. I cleared the closet out, all your shoes are gone. The R&B slow jam plays a sad and lonely song. I say it to the mirror now, just to make it true. The simple quiet fact that I have to get to. Oh, you don't live here anymore, not in the rooms we used to share, not in the morning light, not in the air. You don't live here anymore. My heart is finally moving out of D now. It's just an empty house now, stuck in a lonely file. Oh, He's gone in chapters that he's in. I'm just a quiet girl who lost her only friend. But I'm okay with the silence, I'm okay with the space. I can finally start to heal, finally leave this place. Not anymore, not anymore, not anymore. You don't live here.
You left so fast, in a flurry and a rush, a sudden sharp goodbye. Kicking up the floorboards, leaving everything so high and dry. The air was thick with memories, floating all around the room. Now the storm has settled, lost within the silent gloom. I'm standing in the aftermath, the chaos is finally done. The only thing that's moving is the dust beneath the sun. It's the quiet after the war, the soft R&B sound I hear, the sound of settling dust, perfectly clear. Every little particle falling is a memory I suppress, the soft droning texture of this empty, lonely mess. Oh, the sound of settling dust, the quiet is kinda sad, the final honest ending to the life that we once had. It's a vulnerable admission. The air is clean and cold, the sound of surfing dust, a story finally told. Nothing left to move now, just this quiet, heavy old. The light hits different now, through a dust-filled lonely beam, highlighting the empty space, blurring the happy dream. I sweep the floor with a gentle hand, trying to find some peace and grace, but the dust just keeps on settling, taking over this sad place. It covers all the paperweight promises you made so fast, a physical reminder that nothing good can ever last. It's the quiet after the war, the soft R&B sound I hear, the sound of settled dust, perfectly clear. Every little particle falling is a memory I suppress,
thunder shoutings in the past. It's just the quiet of the dust proving it didn't last. It didn't last. It didn't last. Dust settling.
I'm packing up a suitcase full of all your memories. Every happy moment is a weight upon my knees. The photo frames are heavy now, every single one is stone. The weight of letting go is the heaviest I've known. It's a physical pain, baby, not just a metaphor in a song. This melancholic gravity pulling me along. My R&B slow jam is playing the soundtrack to the task of lifting up the sorrow behind a fragile mask. The soft electron hum can't hide the strain in my voice. The weight of letting go wasn't ever my choice. Oh, the weight of letting go, it's crushing every single bone. The heaviest kind of heartbreak I have ever known. No digital escape from this very real pain. The weight of letting go hits me like heavy rain. It's the final R&B tragedy driving me insane. He said move on so easily, like it's a simple thing to do, like I can just forget the gravity of all that was you. But love is like a black hole pulling everything inside. Now all I feel is the density, no place left to hide. I try to lift my head up, try to see the sky and light, but the weight of letting go just consumes me day and night. My R&B slow jam is playing a soundtrack to the task of lifting up the sorrow behind a fragile mask. The soft electron hum can't hide the strain in my voice. The weight of letting go wasn't ever my choice. The weight of letting go, it's crushing every single bone. The heaviest kind of heartbreak I've ever known. No digital escape from this very real pain. The weight of letting go hits me like heavy rain. It's the final R&B tragedy driving me insane. I can't carry this anymore. I'm falling to the ground. I need to drop the weight. I need a different sound. I have to let it go, let it all fall away. To base a brand new R&B beat. A brand new R&B. The way it drops, silenced. They say that practice makes perfect, that with time you learn the skill. But the art of losing you is a masterpiece that I can't fulfill. I've been sketching out the sadness, painting every tear I cried. A melancholic canvas under a deep, indifferent sky.
every day a new technique for how to let you go. Can't lose you. I tried chiaroscuro, highlighting the happy times we had, but the shadows always grow so deep, making everything feel bad. A portrait of my broken heart, done in a soft R&B style. I stare at the blank space where you were for a while. I should be a master by now, a virtuoso of goodbye, but I'm just an amateur watching the moments pass me by. I'm blending all the gray shades, avoiding the light of the sun. The art of losing you is a piece that's never done. My heart is just the artist, the canvas is the pen and sword that I drown in texture of the quiet falling weight of the art of losing you, the gathering of my regret. The hardest masterpiece to finish, the hardest to forget. Every brushstroke is a memory, every shade of blue. The art of losing you. I'm an amateur, it's true. I can't perfect the technique, I just can't lose you. Maybe I don't want to finish it. Maybe I want good work to stay, a permanent reminder of the love that went away. The art of loving you, a beautiful tragicness, the only piece of art that I truly possess. The art of losing you.
The violins are playing loud, a dramatic opening scene. We were a masterpiece, a beautiful, tragic queen and king. I thought we had a happy ending, a simple pop song, a vibe, but the composer had other plans, no way to survive. Every memory is a crescendo, building to the final act of a love that couldn't handle the brutal honest fact. This isn't quiet R&B, this is a cinematic wail, a beautiful tragic score, a dramatic lonely tale.
The strings are breaking now, the music hits too hard. I'm just a leading lady with a million little scars.
Oh, it's a beautiful tragic score.
The bridge of the song was when you left, a sudden sharp key change from major to minor. Everything felt strange and so deranged. The harmony we used to share is just a dissonance. Now a powerful opera pain making me ask how. We went from an easy melody to this grander skull crash. Just a beautiful tragic score built to burn and turn to ash. I could turn the volume down, mute the final scene, but the music keeps on playing louder than it's ever been. It's the greatest score of heartbreak, a masterpiece in blue. Beautiful, tragic girl, it's all about losing you. This girl.
Doctors say I'm fine, the x-rays show no break. They don't see the damage that you would click to make. But every time the rhythm starts, every single beat I trace, it doesn't follow its own path, it follows your old pace. It speeds up when I think we might just talk again someday. It slows down to a flat line when I remember you're away. The R&B slow jam is a monitor that I hear, a vulnerable confession, making my purpose clear. No matter what I try to do, no matter where I run, my heart still beats for you, and it's a setting sun. Oh, my heart still beats for you, a constant, steady ache, a melody of memory that I just can't shake. Every soft and let shine come is a part of my design. My heart still beats for you, though you're no longer mine. It's the saddest R&B truth, a permanent lifeline. I try to find a new tempo, a different kind of song to play. A happy pop will never wash the blue away. But the meter's all off, the timing isn't right. I'm stuck in a loop of longing, drowning in the night. You set the rhythm when we started, a perfect synced up tune. Now I'm just a solo act beneath the hollow moon. Wow. The R&B soldier is the monitor that I hear, a vulnerable confession, making my purpose clear. No matter what I try to do, no matter where I run, my heart still beats for you, and it's a steady sign. Oh, my heart still beats for you, constant, steady ache, a melody, no memory that I just can't shake. Every soft election hum is a part of my design. My heart still beats for you, though you're no longer mine. It's the saddest R&B truth, a permanent lifeline. Stop this rhythm, let me go, let me finally be free. Don't you know the heinous ones that it brings to me? But the beat goes on, a beat goes on, a silent R&B tear. My heart still beats for you, even though you're not here. Beats for you, still beats. It wasn't just a word you said, a casual see you later. Bye. It was a physical force pulling everything from the sky. The moment that you let me go, the gravity shifted hard. Now I'm falling endlessly, tearing down my guard. There's no escape, velocity, no way to break the pull.
The gravity of goodbye, making my life so dull. My R&B slow jam is the soundtrack to the fall. A vulnerable confession written on the wall. I'm stuck in the atmosphere of sorrow and of pain. The gravity of goodbye, it's heavy as the rain. Oh, the gravity of goodbye, it's pulling me right down. The heaviest kind of heartbreak in this lonely town. No space to escape and no light to see, just the weight of missing you. The gravity of goodbye, a permanent shade of blue, yeah. The gravity of goodbye is all I ever knew. You left over so easily, flew off into the sun, while I'm stuck here on the ground. The damage has been done. I try to lift my feet up, try to float away and rise, but the weight keeps me anchored beneath these empty skies. Low as the high-res view from space, a beautiful clear scene. Now I'm just back on Earth, knowing where we could have been. My R&B slow jam is a soundtrack to the fall. A vulnerable confession written on the wall. I'm stuck in the atmosphere of sorrow and of pain. The gravity of goodbye, it's heavy as the rain. Oh, the gravity of goodbye, it's pulling me right down. The heaviest pang of heartbreak in this lonely town. No space to escape, no light to see, just a way to missing you. The gravity of goodbye, a burning shade of blue, yeah. The gravity of goodbye, it's all I ever knew. Let me go into the void, let me finally be free. Don't keep me anchored to this painful memory. I can't take the weight, the gravity is winning here tonight, pulling me down into the everlasting night. Gravity, goodbye. The world outside my window is moving fast and free, but I am stuck in memory of how we used to be. It's a perfect afternoon in August. Light is hitting just the right way. That moment when you told me you were here to stay. My mind is like a VCR stuck on a perfect shot. Forever in a freeze frame of the love that we forgot. The R&B slow jam is playing the soundtrack to the past. Stuck inside the frame of us, ignoring all the flaws. The soft and enchanted texture of the atmosphere I breathe is the only thing moving while I quietly grieve. Oh, say the time heals everything, that the real will move again. But my remote control is broken, stuck in the past, my friend. I see your smile, I see your eyes, I see your hand in mine, forever in a freeze frame, a digital only sign. I'm just a silent film actress, stuck on one set line, I love you, I whisper, lost in this moment in time. So R&B slow jam is playing a soundtrack to the past, stuck inside the frame of us, ignoring all the flaws, it's often electronic texture of the atmosphere. I breathe is the only thing moving while I quietly grieve. Forever in a free frame, a picture perfect lie, watching the same sad scene beneath the endless sky. A beautiful tragic moment, never moving on for you. Forever in a freeze frame, in a permanent shade of blue. The story ended, but the end is perfectly true. I need the wheels to move forward, I need the floating star to escape this perfect monorail that's tearing me apart. I need the future to begin, I need the cause to break. For goodness sake, for goodness sake. Freeze frame, stop, I called you up last Friday night, drunk and feeling low. You pick right up, I don't know why I should've just said no. We talk for hours, just like we used to do, pretending things were fine and soft, and then dripping a journal that's yours and mine. It felt good for a minute, hearing your familiar voice and tone. But now it's Monday morning and I'm still just as alone. It's a cheap kind of medicine, it's talking after dark, just a temporary fix that leaves a deeper, longer mark. This R&B slow jam is the withdrawal that I feel, knowing that our conversation wasn't perfectly real. It's just a temporary fix, like a pill to ease the pain. It starts to bleeding for an hour, then it starts right up again. We can't keep doing this, it's not a real solution, just a temporary fix to hide the grand illusion that we can be just friends. It's a sad, sad constitution. I went to that new coffee shop, the one we used to hate, hoping to find something new, hope on the time I fade. I'm looking for replacements, people to fill the space you left, but they're all just placeholders, emotional thieves of death. No one can be you, no one can erase the ache. Every no encounter is just another bad mistake. It's a cheap kind of medicine, it's talking after dark, just a temporary face that leaves a deeper, longer mark. This R&B slow jam is the withdrawal that I feel, knowing that our conversation wasn't perfectly real. It's just a temporary fix, like a pill to ease the pain. It stops us bleeding for an hour, then it starts right up again. We can't keep doing this, it's not a real solution, just a temporary fix to hide the grand illusion that we can be just friends. It's a sad, sad constitution. Stop being a temporary fix, stop the casual calls and texts. Either be the cure for everything or be the final end. Out 10 minutes ago, the door is finally shut and locked. The silence that you left behind is something that I never mocked. I thought the quiet would be empty, easy just to feel a sound, but the air is thicker now, the heaviest I have ever found. It presses on my chest, baby, makes it hard for me to breathe. A physical reaction to the sorrow that you didn't leave. My R&B slow jam is playing, but it's struggling to get through the weight of your absence. Everything is feeling blue. I'm stuck inside this atmosphere where every single breath I take is a vulnerable reminder that my heart is prone to break. Oh, the air is thicker now, like water in my lungs, heavier than a heartbreak that every sad song sung. It's a silent suffocation, a self-inside freeze. The air is thicker now, falling to my knees. It's just the weight of missing you, making it hard to find my ease. They say that I should move on, just exhale and let it go, but the air is just too heavy. The atmosphere is moving slow. It clings to everything I touch, a presence that just won't subside.